Hello everyone, in this tutorial we are going to see how to host a static website on Amazon S3 and route your website to the site hosted on Amazon S3. So let's get started. So first of all you need to create a S3 bucket. So I'll open up S3 here and click on create bucket. Here you can give a bucket name, and this bucket name should be the name of your URL. So let's say your website is test.cloud.com, so that should be your bucket name. So in my case it's going to be, I'm gonna use static website dot cloud with ramal.com. So we have to change your bucket name according to your URL and click the select the region. Here I'm going to use North Virginia, and you can keep the ACLs disabled and have to untick this because this bucket content needs to be accessed by public, and you have to select here acknowledge the current settings. You have to select that and scroll down and just create the bucket. So once the bucket is created, you can go inside the bucket and start uploading your website content. So I'll upload mine here. So I have a HTML page and a picture that is being used by the HTML file. So I'll upload both of these. And notice that my web page is index.html. So this is what I'm planning to use as default web page when my site is loaded. So you can have any name you want. It doesn't have to be index.html always. Just upload the content and click on upload. So now the content is uploaded. You can see your files here. And the next thing you need to do is you need to go to properties, scroll down to the bottom, and under the static website hosting, click on edit, click on enable here. So this hosting type, you can select host a static website and give the index document here. So this is the name of the document that you want be to your want it to be your default page for a website. So in my case it's going to be index.html, but whichever page you want to be the default page, you can give the name here. And here you can specify error document as well. So if you are having if the user is having trouble errors accessing it, these users will be directed to this page you specify here. And just click on save changes. So it's done. Now if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see the static website hosting is enabled and you have an endpoint here. If I just copy this endpoint and if I try to access it, I won't be able to use it. It will give me an forbidden error 403. So which means I don't have access to the content inside the bucket. In order to fix that, you need to go to permissions here, scroll down, and under bucket policy click on edit, and you have to give a bucket policy here. So you can use the policy generator here. Click on policy generator, it will open up policy generator, and you can select h3 bucket policy and then create the bucket policy here itself. But I have already created the bucket policy, which I'll be putting in the video description as well. So I'll just copy the bucket policy I have already created, copy, and then just save it here. And make sure to change this resource, the ARNs, according to yours. So I have my bucket AR in here, which will be different from yours. You can copy it and then paste it here and here as well. So which this means is with the slash it has the star, which means it has all access to all contents inside this bucket. And then the second ARN is the bucket ARN itself. And just click on save changes. It will save changes here. So if I just go here again and if I refresh the page, now I can see my static website loading here, and it's loading currently with this endpoint, but I need this to be loaded when I try to access my URL. So in order to do that, you need to go to your DNS manager wherever you are managing your DNS. So that could be Route 53, that could be Cloudflare, that could be GoDaddy. But it's going to be pretty much same. So if you go to so in my case I'm using Cloudflare. If I go to Cloudflare and under my DNS records, I can add a new record. Click on add record, scroll down, and I can give a name. So I have mine. I'll be using static website. So this is my subdomain name, and sorry, you have to change the type to CNAME record. Create a CNAME record, and my subdomain name is static website, and you have to give the target here. To get the target, you can go to your bucket properties, scroll down to the bottom, and get the endpoint URL, and then paste it here. But here you have to remove the protocol. So remove the HTTP part and just keep this here. And you have to you can keep this proxy enabled, which means they are going to you'll be able to use the subdomain with the SSL certificate assigned by Cloudflare. Um, and just click on save here. So I have saved the record now. So if I open up a new tab, and if I try to access my URL here, so mine is static website.cloudwithpramal.com. As you can see now, this is directed me to the static website hosted on the S3 bucket, and I'm able to use it now.